In today's video, we're going to be testing the new Hyperview mode on the GoPro Hero 11 Black right here. We're going to be using this on my Nazgul 5 FPV drone, and I wanted to test out two things. I wanted to see, first off, how does the new Hyperview mode look? This is wider than the Superview. Superview was supposedly 16 millimeters. Now Hyperview is 12 millimeters. So that is the widest digital lens that GoPro has ever offered on a camera. So I want to see how that looks. And I'm also curious to see, how does it differ when you have stabilization turned off? And what does it look like when you have stabilization turned on? So for the first flight, we're going to be flying with Hypersmooth turned off. And the second flight, we're going to have Hypersmooth turned on. Now, I'm not really going to be providing commentary mid-flight because I can't look at the footage from the GoPro Live, but I will put the settings in the corner that I'm using, and then you guys can also just be the judge of the footage. Before we get to flying, let's quickly talk about the setup we've got on this. This is the iFlight Nazgul 5 V2 HD. It's a Freestyle FPV drone, if you're not familiar. We've got a 1500 milliamp hour battery 4S, and the GoPro Hero 11 Black just, bolted onto the top here. We got a camera butter ND8 filter. That's to make sure that the shutter stays locked at 1/60th per second. And that's the setup we're going to be flying with today. Let's take a look at the footage. So the first flight went pretty well. I haven't looked at the footage yet, but in terms of feel, the Hero 11 is definitely heavier than what I'm used to. I normally fly with the Hero 5 Session, but honestly, on a 5-inch, it doesn't feel crazy heavy. If you're trying to do the tightest gaps and the most agile movements, the 11 isn't really the best choice because of how heavy it is. But if you want the best quality footage, I think it probably is a good choice. Now that we did the first flight with no stabilization turned on, I'm going to turn the stabilization to auto boost. It's a new feature in Hypersmooth where it'll do dynamic cropping for the stabilization. And we'll go out here and fly around again with the Hypersmooth on auto boost, and we'll see how that footage compares to what we just saw. All right, so that was the second flight with auto boost Hypersmooth turned on. I'm curious to see how that one turned out. That's both of the Hyperview modes that we tested today with the Hero 11 Black. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm curious to hear that.